before we start, I'd just like to mention that this video is incredibly serious from what you can see by the title. In this video there will be no humorous entertainment, so I won't be making like laughable jokes. Please keep that in mind. During this video I will be crying. There will be some mentions of me going to the bathroom. But also there will be a sparkle of happiness here and there. But if you don't like to watch that kind of informative video, you can skip this one. It's okay, we don't mind. If you guys notice, I will be looking down sometimes because I wrote everything down during this part of the video so that I don't forget any part of like my history. My goal for this video is for you guys, viewers, or other people that have gone through similar stories than me to feel comforted, because it is something that I missed a lot. I also hope that people find hope in understanding themselves and find comfort in knowing they are not alone in this. So if you guys remember, in September of last year, me and Rach made this video and where I mentioned this.
Another thing, this is where I'm gonna start crying. I've also got a new medical diagnosis, so it's like, even with, for example, today we had scheduled for today for me to be here, and then I ate lunch and I was stuck in the bathroom because of the symptoms of this disease. So I was this close to saying, hey, I can't do it, but like I'm like, no, it's been too long, I need to see her. It's like, no. So yeah, I'm now okay, I'm good, but sorry.
It happens.
Yeah, no, like ever since I started, even before puberty, I started getting, like, every year was a new diagnosis. And this one has been the hardest to adapt to. And kind of like, she could tell, she told me yesterday, I don't know what you can eat, so you pick. And I was like, yeah, I can't either.
I'm here to explain why that happened, why I said that. I just want to start from the beginning. We would have to go back to my teenagehood, early teenagehood. It would take too long to explain my entire medical history, and it's also not really safe to share the kind of thing online. But to recap, when I was a teenager, I found out that my cholesterol levels were too high. My treatment course was so down on fats in my diet, so there was so many foods that I like cut down because of their sugar levels and their lipid levels, which helped my cholesterol decrease by a couple of levels in the following years. But December 2024, we did a routine check of my levels, and that risen a lot, which to my age, 25, it's way too much. My doctor even said that she had never seen levels this high. I started taking medication, experimenting with medication. I could tell something was off as soon as I started taking it, because I could not stop passing gas. Burping, farting, stomach pain after a while, and it just wasn't my normal. I'm a burpy person. I'm known in my family to like shake the table when I'm eating, when I'm like burping. These kinds of burps were more like hiccups. I was doing it every single second. It was like strange, you know. And after a few good months of dealing with this, I started hurting my vocal cords because I need a piece of my medical history. I have a lot of incredibly sensitive, like the rest of my body is. Cholesterol levels were still going down, and so I forgot about like burping when I went to like consultation with my doctor, and so she upped the dose. During that one is when everything, like, I burped even more, I farted even more, I was in constant pain, like up here and in my esophagus. I'm kind of already used to my esophagus hurting because I had acid reflux that we now think it's because of my stomach. It was kind of like that symptom that I just thought was normal because I always had. I wrote, at that time I described that pain from being in between the pain from period cramps and my lactose intolerance, because I am also intolerant to lactose. to the point where I was doing my internship at the time and I could not walk. Me and my parents decided I should stop taking that medication. The problem was, even though I stopped taking medication, my burping didn't stop, or my pain didn't stop. And because I was doing my internship, you know, especially in psychology, right? Our entire job is speaking. And so can you imagine being with a stranger, a client of yours, and you're just like, because you're burping constantly. I made the executive decision to make a pause in my health until I finished internship. I finished my internship 31st of May, and I started visiting multiple doctors as well. And with that, I started doing my medical exams in June, and I got the results of those in July. But we did ultrasounds, endoscopy, hair tests for my lactose intolerance, blood work, and we found out that I had chronic gastritis, one of the worst ever seen on a 25-year-old. So I went to another consultation with my private doctor first because he was specialized in stomach issues, and he told me that I had the stomach of a 70-year-old man. I'm in the last few phases of gastritis. So I don't only just have chronic gastritis, I also have other issues that come with having it. I either developed this disease in the last few years, or I have always had it and we just found out now because I started taking my cholesterol medication. This disease runs in my family. Most people from, I'm pretty sure, my dad's side of the family, I think my mom's side of the family too, but mostly my dad's side of the family also have chronic gastritis. We still don't know why, and all my doctors that are going to have said you won't find out why. It's still something that I struggle with because I am someone who hates the unknown. I hate not knowing. I have days where my mental is worse than others. Since finding out that, I have been trying and putting in so much effort mentally to not let it like stop what I want to do in my future, in my career. And so one of the reasons why I went to that conference, I really wanted to like be more open to opportunities. I think this example will show what I mean by mentally putting it effort. Ever since I was a kid, anytime people asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? My answer was always, I want to help people. Thought that like as a kid, wanting to help people was the job. Growing up, first I did, military, armed forces, navy, and then I found out I can't swim nor I can do physical things, so I gave up on that. And then after that, I want to be a cop. I still do want to be a cop, but ever since finding this out, it's not acceptable. One of the many things is, the question is, are you sick? Are you physically sick? And I am. I cried a lot after this diagnosis in the first 3 or 4 months, because my forever dream won't be possible. I talked to my psychologist about this. It helped. I might not be able to be what I always dreamed, but there's alternatives. I can still be a cop and not be the cop that I wanted. During those 3 months, there was a lot of mental effort to find alternatives and other dreams that still fulfill what I wanted or want. I had to go on extreme diet first to be able to see what I could tolerate and couldn't tolerate. And so I ended up losing around 5 kilos, 5 to 10 kilos, which I was not only doing excessive extreme diet, I was also working out all the time to keep all of my levels in the correct level because I have multiple medical diagnoses. And so to keep that in track, I also needed to work out and be mentally strong because I would lose myself to my other diseases, which are they are the opposite of my stomach basically. From getting this diagnosis, I learned that every single person who has gastritis is completely different, which is why it's so difficult to diagnose without actually getting an endoscopy. Still, even though everybody is different in this diagnosis, I still want to share my experience, and hopefully the people that are watching this and somehow have this disease, that it's okay to see, it's okay to be scared, nervous, frustrated. And so yeah, I should also specify, because the internet is a cruel place. I'm not looking for any validation or encouragement. I just want to make this video purely so that other people can or know that I understand your pain, I understand your frustration, and but I'm also here to celebrate the happy moments, the happy discoveries of tolerance. Here is my story with my stomach and me trying to increase my diet, and well, my 6-month update. Hi everyone. So you find me in the bathroom. Today is going to be a very important week for me trying new foods. I started this video a month later than my first food experiment. But I really need to film this today because I'm really nervous, because it's one of my favorite foods, and I'll be really sad and anxious if I don't accept this on my stomach. So I'll be filming this to see if this calms me down enough to not have a reaction. So you guys see me have my head, because it's been a while since you guys have been on my computer. And this might be weird and probably why nobody will be watching. Okay, starting off with my yogurt, which is also one of my favorite food I tried, because it's really important for my stomach lining protection, apparently. You can see, but I am trying today my favorite kind of cheese, which is literal translations fresh cheese, similar to black cottage cheese. It's also a white cheese and with no lactose, the exact same as this. So I'm hoping that since they are similar, my body will be able to handle it, because since I need to eat very slowly, checking the hour I start helps me keep track of how fast I'm eating. First bite. So good. I missed the taste. Then I feel alright, I guess. Again, anxiety does make it worse. So now to finish off eating my banana. This is normal for me eating, not one of those. But yeah, to finish off a banana. Let's see if I'm going to. I'm burping, but I have no pain. So I guess I'll have to try again tomorrow to confirm if it is the day after. And I spent like after eating 10 to 20 minutes burping, but not so much. And then at the evening, I started feeling sick. So with a lot of gas and diarrhea, which I still have a little bit, to the point where I pulled a muscle in my back. So now that's also hurting. But since it only happened in the evening, today I will let my body rest and just eat what I normally eat. And then I'll wait for like everything to pass, and then I'll try again once. If it happens again, then I know that I won't be able to eat. So sad, but it is my reality right now. So, good morning, everyone. I totally forgot to film yesterday, but I felt much better physically, so today I'll be trying it again, and hopefully everything will be okay, because I really do not want to deal with a negative test. Hi everyone, I'm back. It's been between 30 to 1 hour minutes after I finished eating, and I still have not stopped burping, and now I'm starting to have some pain in my stomach, so I guess it would be safe to say that my stomach cannot handle. Why does it do this? I'm thinking that, like, taking this as simply as me having intolerance to lactose, it's just like every person's body is intolerant to different things, and so just because it does not work on me does not mean that it won't work on you, or the opposite. Just because it works on you does not mean it works on me. I'm pretty sure that the only things that is the same to everybody is acidic foods, and obviously the things I don't know what it's called much, so sausages, stuff like that, but also alcohol is a big no, smoking is a big no. Luckily for me, I do neither. I'm safe on that part, but look at this girl. I'm trying no product in my hair, and this girl still decided to grow. I really wish I could eat my favorite cheese, but my stomach is yelling at me saying no, you can't. And so now I'm nervous because next week I was going to start trying milk a week at a time. I do believe I have a session with my this Saturday, so in a couple of days. But I do want to take a week break of not trying anything, because my stomach does need to relax, and I feel it because I'm really tired of trying new foods, mentally, physically. So I'm really drained of not having a consistent diet yet, and then it's something that's gonna take months, if not years, of me continuously trying new foods. It's 5 minutes to 3, and I can 100% confirm that my body does not enjoy cheese. I just came from the bathroom where the second phase started of very smelly farts and very smelly diarrhea. Got my confirmation, which is sad, but it's my new reality, and now we keep on trying to find my new favorite foods, which I still haven't been able to, in sense of snacks, stuff like that. The hardest one would definitely be chocolate to find. Hopefully there's an alternative or something like that. But yeah, I guess I'll see on Saturday. Everyone is next day, and apparently if I eat too late, according to my stomach, I also have a reaction. So I just ate my middle, I don't remember how it says, tea time in English, and I am burping, and it's probably because I ate too late. I waited 2 hours and a half today instead of the 2 hours that my stomach demands of me, and so I've been burping a little bit. But today was the day that I had my session with the dietitian, and she basically said that I need to maintain what I've been doing. She recommended one thing, that is to do, instead of peanut butter being almond butter, hazelnut butter, kind of substitute the cheese that I cannot eat. She also said I don't need to test out actual milk, like the liquid, because if I had a reaction to cheese, I will also have a reaction to milk. And she said that the only difference, basically, the reason why I can eat the yogurt but I cannot eat other milk derivatives, it's because of the way that it's fermented. So basically the yogurt is more fermented, so basically my stomach has less to process. The only thing that I need to do now is ask my doctor to do blood draws to check my nutritional values of things, so, and if there are any dangerously low values, to do actual supplements, which might hurt my stomach. I know I said I was going to take a break from trying new things, but one of those things that was really pissing me off was that anytime I brushed my teeth, especially when I started brushing my tongue, I started burping because the toothpaste was too acidic. And so I wanted to try a new one. Hold on just a second. And so during my session with my dietitian, I asked her for recommendations of another toothpaste that might not be as acidic, and she suggested a plant-based toothpaste. Now, when my parents went to get this toothpaste, I guess everyone, including my parents and the person that worked at this place, everyone forgot that menthol is a plant or comes from a plant, and that's basically what makes toothpastes more acidic, because it's important for teeth health. I'm not going to, but it's not healthy for me. But today I decided to try that toothpaste, and then with the smell, I was like, it smells like menthol, but let's try. It might be just in my head. I tried it. As soon as I put in my teeth, burping nonstop, and I continued burping until I ate lunch, which was 2 hours after. So here's another thing that I don't tolerate: toothpaste. How I'm going to brush my teeth from now on till I find a new one that works, I don't know. I don't know. Hello everyone. So it's a new week, so new food to try. Oh, cute girls today. Sorry. And I'm nervous. This might be a little TMI, but this is very, very soft TMI. So just a few things to have in context. This is for myself, but also for you guys, this is my period week, menstrual cycle week, and I've noticed since yesterday that it's going to be a rough week for premenstrual depression and premenstrual anxiety, which this month my body has decided that this week is going to be both at the same time. So my stress levels, my cortisol levels are really filled in. My entire body is cortisol right now, so I'm going to take it slowly this week. And so this new food I'm going to introduce might not work, might not be, but I want to try it anyways. And also, since last night my computer's battery decided I'm not going to work, and so I'm now running tests on my computer to be like, is there anything I can personally do to kind of save it, or do I need to switch it up? This is the food I'm going to try this week. Since I don't like peanut butter, my dietitian suggested hazelnut-based cream, butter, whatever it is. It's pure hazelnut. It's the only ingredient in here. It has been confirmed. My computer does have a problem with its battery. The problem that I thought it was just basically fried, stopped working. But today I'm going to be testing out if it loses battery while connected to electricity. That being said, it also took longer than expected to prepare this breakfast because I did not know I had to mix that oil in, and that took a few minutes. But here it is. You cannot see. Now this smells a whole lot like hazelnut since it is the only ingredient. Luckily for me, I usually enjoy it, so I'm hoping the taste is going to be the same as in that chocolate. First bite. Oh yeah, no salt whatsoever. I do like them. So it just feels like there's something missing. It's also like the texture. It's making me feel sick a little. I don't know if you can notice. No, but I am very much a texture girly. And if it's texture, it's not good. I cannot. I'm already burping. I don't think I can eat this. I went to get more weight of food with butter, and in the process I started bleeding from what I don't remember. So yeah, I completely forgot that I'm a textures girly, and I also forgot that I throw up. This might be from the anxiety or the paste. I don't texture girly, always a texture girly. And I can't. Or the texture feels to me. Styrofoam. You know, having two foods back to back that I cannot eat, it's making me demotivated and scared and sad. I hope that in 6 months I'll be editing this video and be like, don't worry, you'll find it, you'll get there. But I cannot see it yet. Reach for a daydreamer, imaginative person. That's really scary. I cannot see myself in 6 months. And here is the depression. So it has been like an hour, and my stomach is just, I can hear air moving around. Since I stopped eating, it's been non-stop. A bit of pain too. But now I don't know if it's because I didn't eat everything, so I don't know. Might just be the anxiety of everything. But yeah, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go. Oh my! Just keep thinking. Just for today. Just need to suffer for today, and then for the rest of the week. But physically, most of it is going to be gone by tomorrow. Just, I hate this. I seriously do hate this. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm so tired of this. Hello everyone. Chickpea update, and ignore everything. I'm about to go in the bath. But all good. No burping, no pain in my stomach. Just normal reactions when you eat a lot of fiber. Which, you know, smelly farts. But yeah, I'm good. Which means that the extra that I put in is okay. And in between me trying the chickpeas and the green peas, I have also tried more vegetables, or trying to expand, because I have noticed that my stomach cannot tolerate greens. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try some vegetables, some green vegetables, because I can tolerate some lettuce. So maybe I can tolerate a few more. And so I tried in soups. My mom made multiple vegetable soups so that I can try these without my stomach being so overwhelmed, and it's highly processed and easier to digest. So I thought, let's try. So in one of the soups I tried, I think the English translation is watercress, which we have noticed that I tolerate in small amounts. So, for example, my mom makes this soup this week. I will tolerate it during this week. If next week my mom decides to make the same soup, I won't tolerate it. Kind of like how egg works. With eggs, I can eat eggs every other day, but my stomach cannot tolerate eggs every single day. So it's kind of the same process. Next, there was a day, but I ate outside of home. My intestines just did not like it. And so, but I wrote, I've been suffering a little bit with gas, diarrhea, and nausea, which is my 3 symptoms for stress related eating. So, second time trying peas, and I not stopped burping. Because I couldn't tell if it, I still can't tell if it's arthritis burping or if it's my normal burping. Also ignore my pillow. Been feeling kind of vertigo-ish. This helps keep my neck supported. But yes, I throughout the day going to see if any other symptoms, but for now it's only kind of burping. Oh boy, I'm scared. It's gigantic. At least it tasted like oranges, which I do enjoy, and I miss the taste of it. So I've been crying. So it's been a while because I have been focusing on my dissertation's defense, so I haven't really been trying anything to make sure that my system was clean. But now that I'm done, I'm looking into new things to try, and I can tell by my face. This is happy tears though. In this week, I had 2 uncles pass away, so I'm not crying because of grief. It's also been hard in my stomach, but my mom found a bakery that only does like breads that are kind of like perfect for my stomach. So it's what we call massa mãe and fermentação lenta, which is roughly translating it is bread that takes a longer time to ferment. And I've just been looking at their menu, and like I've been reading other things. I'm like, oh, these are things that I need. Like they are focused on their vitamins and minerals and fibers that I'm low on, which is a new update. Also, I did a blood test and I found that most of my vitamins and nutrition is on divine or below what should be. So that's that. But then I was looking at the breads and I was like, oh, I like to try this. And then scroll a little bit down. Oh, I like to try this and this. Scroll a bit down. Oh, I want to try this. And let me cry. It's really strange. For the first time in my life, looking at something and being like, I want to try it all. And I can't. Sorry, I'm back. I don't want to cry on camera. But yeah, I looking through this, I'm like, I want to try everything. And that's strange. And it's all so not cheap, but cheaper. Like everything is below 10 euros, which is like great for like bread, like baked goods, I would say, and of this quality, which I'm just so excited to try. And there's also like a bread I've been looking for, or like a ingredient, which is the alternative to chocolate. I want to try because I've been really missing chocolate. So yeah. So now, but yeah, clearly on my period, which does not help anything else on my body. My stomach does not enjoy when I'm on my period. My brain does not enjoy when I'm on my period. And especially since this week has been so, these last 2 weeks, I've been so all over the place emotionally. It's just been really hard. And ending this week on a good note is very special, I would say. I'm really excited to try this now. Hey everyone, good morning. And yesterday I went outside with my dad and sister, and I knew I'll be out all afternoon, so I took some pure hazelnut. Just I have it here, just hazelnuts, and I tried them out. As you can see, the back was open, but I don't know if it was because I waited too long to eat, or if it was because I was eating with the car moving. It did not go well. I had a lot of pain, burped a little bit, not too overwhelmingly, but I did. The taste, I figured it out. I like the taste. I don't like the aftertaste. You know, the thing that it dries out your mouth so much. So, as you can see, this week I'll be trying out some because it's one of my favorite foods and I've been really missing them. I'll be putting it in my salad like I did with chickpeas. Also the black ones because my dietitian said that they are the sweeter ones. So for the salad I'm also putting some potatoes and grilled fish. Hello everyone. It's the next day and I just woke up, so I'm not really here yet. I did burp, but it wasn't my burps from my stomach, it was the burps that I just ate, you know. So bathroom wise, nothing, just pure normalcy. So until now, everything's been going great with the olives. I can eat the olives, but I'm gonna try one more time to see if I have like amount limit like I do with the chickpeas, but not now, in a couple weeks maybe, because I have my bread coming in this week. I'm so excited for my bread. My bread is here. Hopefully, because this is a weird box, but it has come from the place, you know, the zone that it is. So let's see, let's open it. It's quite interesting. They sent like a instructions manual on how to like take care of the spread before you eat. They also sent the nutritional things for each bread that they have, which is good. The ones that I need to pay attention to is the lipids and the sugars, because I am hypoglycemic, so, and high cholesterol, so it's exactly what my stomach needs. Oh, I'm gonna cry again. No, and we cannot cry. My chocolate. This is the one that I really like to try because it is the alternative to chocolate. But now we need to pick which ones go to the freezer, which ones I'm going to try first. So I made the executive decision to wait for my sister and my dad to get here because their instructions are so detailed that I feel wrong putting them in things they tell us not to put them in. I want these breads to last. I don't know where to start to eat. But at the same time, because it's the first time that I've found something that I really want to try, I'm scared of trying it not work. This is like the ideal bread that my stomach can handle. So I feel like it will. I'm begging it. I'm begging my stomach, please handle this. Yeah, baby boy. Rosie's falling asleep with me speaking. Yeah. So if you guys are in Lisbon, or anywhere in Portugal, really, they do send out to anyone in Portugal. It's called Padaria Vila Fresca. It's not a promo, but I do think that they have the right values. Yeah, if you guys want to go visit Padaria Vila Fresca. But I already put my bread in. Like in the instructions, it said to put in these little baggies with a zip. So that's what we did yesterday night, and then put them in the freezer. I divided them into what I believe is a good progression for me to try. Cheers. It's the afternoon, so almost evening, so I feel like I can talk about it. I did burp a little bit in the morning. This bread is just sour. It's not that I don't enjoy it, just something that I might take a little bit longer to get used to. So I'll be trying this for 4 days and take a small break, and then try the next one for the next 4 days. For now, this one, all good. So a non-food related update for you guys, kind of non-related. I just came out of my consultation with my family doctor, and basically all of them are too low, basically. But my anemia and my thyroid are good, which she said was very surprising. I'm going to have to do 5 supplements. We did not find one for my folic acid, and my B12 vitamin is going to be an injectable one, which is good for my stomach. So that's the positive. The negative, I have a phobia of needles, so everything else we did think we found an alternative for. So we have for iron, I know I said it so weird, iron and vitamin D, and she said that if I can do this, I'll be okay within 2 months, or I should be okay within 2 months. My levels were okay until I did the excessive dieting, Also, because of this, I might not be trying the bread. So I'm going to be taking the first injection next Tuesday. Until then, I don't know if I try a bread or if I start taking now the iron, because it's the one that's lowest right now. I made a decision because one of my vitamins is to take only once a month. I'll be starting off with that one, which I already took, which was my vitamin D. For now, I feel okay. My throat just feels strange because the pill is gigantic. And so it went down smoothly, but now it kind of like, it's not like swollen or anything. It just feels like it's been open. Oh, okay. Now that I'm speaking about it, I'm burping. I'm not in pain. What I do feel is a bit higher up in my chest. But that might just be anxiety, so. I just got home from the doctor's office from getting my vitamin B12 injection in my butt. It hurt a lot. It's still slightly sore because, as the nurse said, it's a thick liquid, and so it's harder to get in. I also feel it straight in my throat, the taste in my mouth. It hurts a little bit to move, but as the nurse said, I gotta keep moving. I am burping a little bit, but it might be because of the anxiety and stress, because I'm afraid of needles. Now I have 5 more of those to get in the next 5 weeks. It's going to get better. It's only 5 weeks. Hi everyone. So today is the day that I start iron intake. Since this one I'm taking at home, I thought I was going to film it because it's also quite interesting on this. So basically the supplements for iron are little shots. Yeah. Now it's recommended they recommended doing mid-eating or right after. And they said that if they recommended put it in juice, fruit juice. The issue is my stomach cannot do that. My sister said expect tasting blood in your mouth after, but to kind of counteract that, I have, which are usually really juicy because how sweet they are, because my stomach only can eat sweet things, natural sweet things. And it's strange that I'm excited to start. I'm like, I just won't get over it. I need to handle 2 months, 2 or 3 months of this, and then it's over. Hopefully. Okay, here's my fruit. And here this guy is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it. If I can. And its color actually does remind me of blood. Open it like this. I think I should do one. 1, 2, 3. I know I just scared. It's really good. It reminds me when my kids we take ibuprofen, and I used to like want to down it because it's so good. It tastes so nice. It's the exact same taste, but I'm burping. It might be the anxiety because I'm anxious. I also didn't update you guys yesterday. I burped a little bit. I also had some pain. No diarrhea, so I do think it's my period. Day 3, I've taken it. Yesterday I suffered a little bit of stomachache during the morning, but again, it might be my period. The rest of the day I spent with family, and I was okay throughout that. No pain, no burping, nothing. Please ignore the fact I'm in the bathroom ready to shower. Week update on the iron supplements. Since the 5th day, I stopped having a significant headaches. No burping, no stomach pain. I just think the headaches is because it's been a few weird days, and I feel like the iron is making me need more water, so I've also been drinking more water, trying to keep that up, keep myself hydrated. And my acid folic supplements that I was going to start taking tomorrow or Sunday. I realized I decided to read the, we call in Portuguese bula, which is like where it says like how to take, what precautions to have, stuff like that. And it says that since I have deficiency in the vitamin B12, I cannot take this supplement because it is also a part of the vitamin B, acid folic is a part of the group. So what me and my family decided is to not take it, finish taking the injections of B12, take the do the blood analysis again, see if the acid folic is still low, and if it is, then start taking the supplements. Which basically means now I am free to try something new, food-wise, and I am feeling a cake, but it's not really a cake because in Portuguese we call it pão de vó, which is the name says bread, is bread of vó. I don't know what vó is, I'm sorry, but it's very simple. It's just eggs, flour, and sugar. What I'm scared of is the sugar, but fingers crossed. I want to be able to eat a sweet cake, okay? I want something sweet. There's a lot of people over for my sister's birthday, so I could not film me trying the cake, but it's really good, like really good. I really enjoyed it. Taste-wise, it's also not very sugary, which my stomach appreciates. I did burp a couple of times, but I believe it was because the banana that I ate. So for now, I'm all good, no pain and no burping, or I stopped burping. I still haven't gone to the bathroom yet since then, but I don't think I'm going to be in much pain. I also just ate like the tiniest slice possible, which I'm going to put the photo here because I did take a photo for it for Rach to see, because Rach was telling me it's not going to be good. So all good now. I am preparing my lunch. Rosie still wants to say hi. Preparing my lunch to eat. Continue to eat the cake a couple more times throughout the week to see if, you know, it's still okay, and to test the amount of sugar that I can have. End of day update. I just finished dinner, so if I burp, it's because of that. But yeah, after they left, I went to the bathroom, and it was all good. So, but finally I can eat something sweet. I found something that my stomach can handle. Oh, I'm so happy. I can eat some kind of cake. My stomach be, oh, okay. So now I know that this amount of sugar is okay. So my plan now is to eat this and then wait 3 or 4 days and then try the breads that I still have to eat, that I had to stop because of my supplements. Hello everyone, I am back to trying the breads. Today it's the affordable one, which is the alternative to chocolate, which I'm very excited to try. As you saw, I am trying just a little bit first for today, which means I'll be eating more fruit to make up for the lack of bread. But since it's a new style of bread, I need to increase the dosage, increase it slowly. As you can see, I just woke up. Since this bread is this is hazelnut, I will be eating around it because I haven't tried hazelnuts on its own. And since it's just like the up here, it's not much of an issue. For now, I don't mind the taste, which is a good thing. This is weird aftertaste, might be because of the. Oh. I don't think I can handle it. Questionable. I farted, some pain, and burping. Questionable. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. So it has been around 20 minutes and I still have not stopped burping. And I still have my pain. So, yeah, I don't think I can eat it. At least I have a variety of bread I can eat now. But, yeah, my stomach cannot handle this one. Hi everyone. It's around an hour later and my pain just got so intense. No diarrhea, but it feels like someone's stabbing me constantly in my stomach. For women who suffer from period cramps, you know exactly the feeling. Just imagine it a little bit higher. I cannot eat that bread. Also, still not have stopped burping. Farting, I have been, there's like one every like 30 minutes, so it's not that bad. My throat hurts from burp. My stomach hurts from eating it. My entire belly is hard as a rock. I don't think I can move either, because if I move, it hurts. So I just ate a banana and lunch. Well, a little bit of lunch, but I had to stop. I feel so much worse, and I feel like I'm about to throw up. So yeah. Apparently I cannot eat, even though I'm really hungry. But I ate what I could. So I'm also not going to force myself. Hopefully I don't throw up though, because I hate the feeling of throwing up. So yeah. Hi everyone. I don't remember when was the last time that I updated you or what I said, but today's next day. I did not try the food again. For dinner, I asked my mom to just make an easy soup for me to digest, and then I ate some strawberries. I was okay by then. I'm still burping a little bit from yesterday, but it's not that bad. The pain is gone too, so I'm just going to be taking like a break from the breads, and then when I feel perfect, I'll try once again. In my case, I don't know if it's because my disease is so advanced that mine is more tricky, but around this time I found out that my entire digestive system has an issue. It's because I was cleaning my teeth and wisdom teeth are growing out, are just coming out. And I don't have much pain, but I have a really high sensitivity. I feel hypersensitivity because I feel it shifting. And I was like, okay, let's try to use some floss. And I didn't notice that I have at home is coated in methyl. I am intolerant to. As soon as I put it in my mouth, I started burping. I try to take care of some part of my body, and the other part is like my body's just always been like this. Anytime I try to fix something, something else comes up, which is opposite of the other one. Hi everyone, it's been around a month since I've tried new foods, and I'm not naked, just saying that. I'm wearing tank top because it's going to be like 30 degrees in Portugal. And I'm finally trying the other breads. I'm going to try the savoio bread. I don't know the translation. I just finished eating and going to the bathroom, and I have slight burps, but not a lot. Also no pain still. Yeah, I think I'll be trying it again tomorrow if I keep burping, or if today I still have some pain or diarrhea. I can't. So it has been around almost 2 hours since eating breakfast, and I have finally stopped burping. No pain still, no need to run to the bathroom, but it does feel, I feel a little bit tight in my belly. Day 2 of trying the bread. Hi everyone, it's day 3 of trying the bread. Yesterday I forgot to update you guys, but I did not burp. I didn't feel any pain. I was okay. So guys, my day is got a bit chaotic, so I forgot to record. I already finished eating those breads, so day 4 is over. I didn't have a reaction day 2 and day 3, but day 4 I did, but it was for like 10 minutes, nothing over the top, so I do believe it's just I was somewhat more stressed or anxious that day. In terms of today, I also tried to eat a melon because they are in season, and I did have a reaction for like 5-10 minutes, and so I do believe that melons might be one of those foods that I do have a small reaction or a small intolerance, meaning that I can eat when I feel like I can handle it. This video will be up by the 1 year anniversary of this happening, of me getting the diagnosis. Now I know how it feels, and I give the metaphor, the example of like acid reflux, which I also had because of lactose, like acidic things. So I also believe that was kind of a symptom of my gastritis without me knowing that I had it, or my symptoms being that strong. It feels very much that way. Like I now, instead of acid reflux, what I feel is the air coming from my stomach up my throat. And I also realized that when that happens, I also shut up. I also become quieter in my throat. I can feel like a ball, like Adam's apple, but without having Adam's apple. Is also in the same place. Body and what it wants and what it's reacting to much better. But there are still a couple of things that I'm uncertain. Hi everyone. So I've been completely neglecting updating you guys on everything. I'm pretty sure the last thing that I updated you on was the bread. Since then I've been kind of like trying new things, but just keep forgetting. So not completely new things, it was more like adding the quantity of the said foods like chickpeas, olives. Oh, I also tried once peaches, but they are still not right. But since then, eating the bread, trying the bread, I also did try again pão de ló with the original recipe, so more of everything. And that, we are not sure if I just couldn't handle that version of the recipe or if it was because I ate standing up. And it's one of the things that we have been realizing is that I cannot eat standing up. But recently, again this morning, is Saturday, so my sisters and me decided they wanted to go to a new church that we have not gone yet. But I woke up late because, piece of information for you guys, I don't wake up with alarms. I don't wake up with loud noises, I don't wake up. I wake up when my brain tells me to wake up, basically. Or my morning routine is always around 8 or 9. I had to wake up at 6:30, but I did not wake up, so my sister had to wake me up at 7. And because I have vertigo, which syndrome, which I'm pretty sure I've talked to you guys about either in this video or in the past. If I get up as soon as I wake up, I either have impression drop or I get my vertigo gets activated, basically triggered, and I spend the entire day basically not here. I usually need 30 minutes before I get up, and so which means I had 40 minutes to get ready. I need to eat very slowly for my brain to be able to digest everything, and breakfast usually takes me around 20 to 30 minutes. Breakfast today I can try to eat in like 15-20 minutes. At that same time, getting the rest of myself ready. So my lunch, because church is up till around 11:30, 12. Because of all of that, I had to eat also somewhat standing up. My stomach just does not like it that either. And so I didn't also have time to go to the bathroom before going. And so, midway through the trip, we had to like change trains. I went to the bathroom and I was presented with diarrhea. Yeah, I spent the entire morning in the bathroom. My dad had to come pick me up from church because I could not handle it anymore. My stomach, the pain. I was supposed to try the bread this week or today, but yesterday I went with my mom to do our voluntary work because it was our week, and I found cinnamon biscuits that I love. I found those and I was like, Mommy, can I please take it home and try? And my mom, yes, you can. And so I tried it today at lunch. I was kind of scared because technically cinnamon is sweeter, but it's also spicier. So I was kind of like, because spiciness is not good for my stomach. So I tried them. I almost cried the other year because I still have not reacted to the biscuits. I did react to a banana because the banana was too ripe. I haven't reacted yet, and it's been 2 hours, almost 3 hours since I ate them. The biscuit. I ate one biscuit because like they're big, they're chunky. I can eat cinnamon again. Oh, I was telling my sisters, and I put it in my mouth. The taste of them cinnamon. I miss it so much. I can eat cinnamon, guys. I can eat cinnamon. I'm so happy. And also, oh yeah, today was also the last day I did the iron supplements. Since I finished it, I'll be waiting a week. So next Tuesday, I'll be doing the blood analysis to check the vitamins again, and if there's still, I have a feeling that the acid folic is still going to be quite low, and also vitamin D I'm still taking, and so I have a feeling those two will be slightly lower. It's day 2 of me trying the breads, and it's slightly weird this because I am looking for open window, because it's almost 40 degrees today in Portugal. So today I'll be mixing it with my normal bread, because yesterday I was okay with like things, but I did have low sugar levels close to lunch. So I'm going to be eating more, because usually my sugar levels are from when I eat in breakfast a low amount of sugar. I'm usually okay. It's weird because when we found out there are low sugar levels, we found out that it's because I ate cereal in the morning, And anytime I didn't eat cereal, I was okay. And then my doctor is like, yeah, it's probably because of the type of sugar that it is in cereal. But when I eat a good amount of bread, I'm okay throughout the day. Um, I don't know if that's the best idea, but it's the best idea that I have with my other medical issues. Hey everyone, so it's the next day and I completely forgot to film. Final day of eating that bread and it's all good, all fine everywhere. Thing is that I probably need to eat more bread because of my sugar levels, but also I just kind of figured out that my stomach just enjoys the most simplest things. Yeah, good boy, I'm speaking. Which basically just means, pure sourdough bread, which is like the simplest bread there is. And I think that's just my life now. Sourdough. Always and forever. Sourdough, sourdough, sourdough. Hi everyone, I just got home from getting my blood drawn. Last time I said it's always fun when I go to these places and they're like, do you have an arm preference? I'm like, no, I don't, I'm so special because I don't have a dominant hand. But also I was saying that ever since getting the vitamin B12 injections, it feels like my body is like now used to needles. I don't feel as terrified getting them. It doesn't hurt anymore or as much as it did before. It feels like my sister's saying exposure therapy, and it's so correct. It's like I can tell that this week it's going to be harsher on my skin. I can already tell because he did that, and then as soon as he stopped, let it go, I looked at my arm and you could see like a band where it was. I already know that I'm going to have a reaction with, but I need to leave it on for at least 10 minutes because I also have a lot of blood because hypersensitivity in the skin. I have blood rushes to the place. If I take it off now, I will be bleeding. And also, if I leave it longer, when I take it out, I will also be bleeding. If it gets really red, I need to take it off. For anyone that doesn't believe my skin, here it is. You see? This is my reaction to Band-Aid. Hey. So now I have a little piece of compression things to put in it to kind of calm down the skin like usual. For anyone that doesn't believe me when I say that my skin overreacts to everything, here it is. Hi everyone. So, I'm about to cry, but let's ignore that. So I just received the results from my blood draw from earlier today, and it's not good. It's been a week since I've stopped taking iron, and it just got up from 2 points. So it was a 9, now it's 11, and minimum it's a 10. My vitamin B12 is more. It is in the range, but it's in the lower levels of the range. The only thing that's good is my vitamin D, and I'm still taking vitamin D. So I don't know what this means. And I'm putting a lot of effort in my foods, in what I eat, to make sure that the levels are okay, and they're not. I'm really worried. I'm just really tired of my body. I'm just really worried about my body. I don't know what's going on. I've been dealing with like health issues since I was a little kid. Since like I've been 6 years old or 7. It's like been a constant fight against myself. I'm just exhausted. I'm really tired. And yeah, it's been like 20 years of me just being tired of my body. I'm never okay. And that's so. Hi everyone. So it's been a couple of days and I finally got some time to sit down and talk. So I've calmed down my emotional heart and now I'm okay. Kind of. I'm ready to start fighting again, kind of. But I wanted to come up in here and also talk to you guys about last Sunday, which was my cousin's lunch birthday. As usual in birthdays is always like restaurants and stuff. And so I went to a very typical Portuguese restaurant, you know. I was kind of scared of going because the menu for that day was my favorite dish, Portuguese dish, which is bacalhau com natas. Can't. My stomach does not allow me to eat that food. But my uncle talked to the restaurant and they allowed me to like eat grilled fish, which is also one of my favorite foods. I love fish, if you don't know. They had salads, they had broa, which, if you don't know how Portuguese restaurants work, um, before the meal comes out, we have an entry, which is in Portugal usually like olives, bread, cheese, butter, pates. I usually don't eat anything because I can't now, but there was this bread that I've been wanting to try. But I was kind of scared because I didn't know how food was going to go, so I didn't want to be trying it and then having to try something else during the food and then not being able to tell what's giving me the reaction, so I didn't want to try. But then I was talking to my family members, I'm not saying who, because just in case, but they also have this disease, gastritis. And yes, it is a family disease. Came up to me and say, "Hey Marta, you know you can eat this one. This one you can eat. It's like softer, it's easier to digest." I was like, okay. Then I have it and like decide apart to eat after. And then during the meal, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't be angry, because the fish was gigantic and I was able to eat the entire fish. But they also had another greens that didn't know that if I could, so I tried it and I didn't have a reaction, so not good. And it was like a little bit also. And then one singular quarter of a carrot, and I was like, I need more food than this. I'm like, I eat so much more than this. And then they left 3 mini potatoes with the skin. That's fine, I can take the skin off. Ate everything, but then I looked at my sister's all beside me and I was like, I want to eat yours. Like, yours looks so good. I just want to eat yours. And so I satisfied with myself, and instead of being able to eat their food because I knew I couldn't, but they had a salad and it had tomato around it, right? It's like 4 slices of tomato. And I was like, okay, I can't eat the ones that were right next to the tomato because it's contaminated. So what I did is I asked my sister, can you find it in the middle? Can you see if there's no tomato in the middle? She was like, there's no tomato. Okay, then I ate it. Now, one of those 4 things I cannot eat is vinegar. That's like the biggest no is vinegar. But I was like, okay. I asked my sisters, do you taste the vinegar? She was like, they were both like, no, I cannot taste the vinegar. And so I took a little bit, like it was 2 or 3 spoonfuls. And I tasted it, I was like, uh-oh. I feel some type of acidic thing. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, but my stomach is not telling me anything, so let's eat a little bit more. And I kept feeling it. It's like, are you sure there's no vinegar? Because I taste something. Like, no, there's no vinegar. I was like, oh, okay. And then I remembered, wait, I haven't been eating tomatoes for a year. And so, obviously, I was like, maybe just my tongue is not used to the acid
eating tomatoes anymore. And so I think that what I was tasting is a tomato. And I was completely fine. My stomach was like, oh, it was like somewhat enjoying it also. Like I didn't have any pain, no diarrhea, no farting, no burping. I was fine. Well, I burped a little bit, but I think it was because too much food. Sometimes I burp because like I'm inhaling hair while eating because it didn't have like a specific taste, and so I was like, oh, okay. And so I can eat things that are close to tomato. I haven't tried a tomato yet. Since then, it's also been like a couple of days ago. And so since that was okay, I did try the bread too, tomato bread, and I didn't have a reaction either. So it was like in 3 hours I tried three different things and I was okay. So
Hi everyone, it's 40 degrees, so I'm eating in the living room. And the news are on, okay? Because there's a lot of fires, and so, no. But I'm here to let you guys know that my dad bought and made French fries in the microwave. Because these are the only ones that I can tolerate. And so, these are my favorite. Obviously, they're not fried, they're like cooked potatoes because the microwave can't actually fry anything. So it doesn't taste fried, it tastes like a cooked potato. It's not the same taste, but it's enough for my brain to be like, oh, it's a French fry, you know? It kind of kills the craving. And I was telling everyone now, I'm like so excited and so happy that I am burping. If you guys don't know, brain-wise, excitement and stress is the same reaction, physical reaction, and so my brain doesn't, or my stomach doesn't know the difference, right? And so since my stomach issue most likely started from my anxiety, my stress it sees as dangerous, and so it burps. And the same with excitement because physiologically it's the same reaction. And so I've been burping to nothing but like last week actually. I just give an update now. I forgot to film, so I there was like a weekend where I ate too many onions, which I love by the way, and olives, and so I spent 2 nights in a row in the bathroom suffering because of my intestines. And since I put too much effort in my intestines, my stomach also got triggered. My stomach is very sensitive to contamination. We have tried it before. So now that all of that is done, I also wanted to finish this video by mentioning a couple of happy moments that started. And so even though after all of this pain and stress and incognito, I think it's important also to mention happy moments, because even though there's sad moments, there are also happy moments and things that could be celebrated. I think that at the beginning of all of this, me and Rach, September, we had a really hard time organizing things, and since then, a couple months later, we were finally able to come into a consensus on what to do on this channel, which made me really happy. And probably guys have noticed that we have spaced out the videos to do every other week. Both of us, me and Rach, have also been exploring other places without like the filming camera and being like, you know, we have been going to Sintra, which we did the video on, I think last week for you guys, which we loved, and we still do go sometimes, and like it's my favorite thing. If you guys don't know, I love exploring things. I love being in new places and without a map and just going, walking, doing things. So it's been my favorite things about like historical places. It's just going and exploring. I also finished reading my fictional book, and I'm reading now for beta readers, aka my sisters, Rach, and one of my friends. and give all their feedback and commentary so that I can edit it again and then hopefully spread it out to the world. So beginning of this year in March, I also finished my dissertation and I defended it. And I did it without getting stressed, and my stomach didn't have any reaction. I was totally okay, and I'm preparing also to get it published as an article. And so, happy things, happy career moves. I love investigations in general. I just love investigating things. After my diagnosis, I reached 25 years old, and I have also definitely felt that my brain is over being developed because I matured so much in like just August. And so I learned how to cook a lot by myself also. I became more communicative instead of argumentative, and it's really good. I'm just so happy about myself. So confident. I'm really happy where I am right now, even after daily struggles and sad moments. I cried yesterday, but that's okay. I cry at least once a week, and that's also okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to look for professional help. Everyone is able to move past their own issues, and hopefully that's what you get out of this video, because even though my issue right now is physical, I moved past it and I'm okay, and that's what's important. And I hope you guys feel that too with this video. And if you guys want more of this type, more serious sit-down videos, please let us know down in the comments below, or you can go to our channel. There's like a community tab or like something like that. If you have any video ideas, you can also leave it there. And yeah, we appreciate you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I'm Em, and you've watched. Bye.